news that came out about the Hunter Biden investigative team. You may have heard about all of this. He's got a lot of things going on. Well, the IRS all of a sudden seems to have dismissed the entire team representing the Hunter Biden case. And that obviously has sent up some red flags amongst the media going, well, what could this be? Could it be that they don't trust this team? Could it be maybe more nefarious in the sense of they're just going, because there's not even a clear case that this team will return. It's just all of a sudden that there is a dismissed team, carrying out their bankers boxes at the IRS.
We get a letter from the attorney representing this whistleblower that goes to chairman of both Senate and House committees and both Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah.
And it says, "Dear chairs and ranking members, today the IRS Internal Revenue Service criminal supervisory special agent we represent was informed that he and his entire team are being removed from the ongoing and sensitive investigation of the high-profile controversial subject about which our client sought to make whistleblower disclosures to Congress. He was informed the change was at the request of the Department of Justice."
Not necessarily just from the IRS. It is coming from higher up than the IRS. It's coming from the Department of Justice, already showing their true colors here.
This team had been working on this case for years.
Yeah, it was ongoing.
When there's been all these news reports that an indictment may be imminent against Hunter Biden and all of this chatter in the media, then all of a sudden this team is just removed at the request of the DOJ without explanation. There's a lot of smoke here. Daniel Werfel, who is the new commissioner of the IRS, he's the same one that told us that, the auditors are only going to be armed with calculators. He's before the Ways and Means Committee. This is the congressional committee which has oversight of our tax laws. So this is the appropriate place for him to be questioned. And Representative Jason Smith from Missouri asked specifically about if this whistleblower will feel okay and be able to make these disclosures without fear of retaliation.
Just this last week, we received outreach from an IRS whistleblower requesting the committee look into concerns the individual has about allegations of misconduct. So can you commit that there will be no retaliation against that whistleblower?
Mr. Chairman, while I can't comment on a specific case, I can say without any hesitation there will be no retaliation for anyone making an allegation or a call to a whistleblower hotline.
The attorney for the whistleblower has a different view.
All right.
He says this move is clearly retaliatory and may also constitute obstruction of a congressional inquiry. The attorney for this whistleblower is very upset, and rightly so, about this team being replaced without notice at the request of the DOJ. So Merrick Garland or one of his probably near the top people had to make this call.
They're like, well, instead of the whistleblower getting removed, let's just pull everybody.
His client has detailed examples of preferential treatment and politics improperly infecting decisions and protocols that would normally be followed by career law enforcement professionals in similar circumstances if the subject were not politically connected. This whistleblower also doesn't just want to go to Republicans. The outreach is to both Democrats and Republicans. This is a career person who is doing their job as an enforcer of tax law, because this is within the IRS, from a non-political, non-partisan standpoint. And what's making career politicians irate, and you see this even with former FBI agents that start going to the media and like, here's why I left.
Yeah.
You start to force the good actors that still remain at some of these bureaucracies, like the IRS, like the FBI, instead of them saying, I'm going to keep doing my job appropriately, the political pressure from the Biden administration, from the liberal elites that are now politically appointed and controlling these agencies, the pressure is so great to not do things by the book, to follow law and order, that they end up just giving up.
Yeah, they bail or they get removed.